Welcome to episode 4. 4 episodes in to Arduino Idle. And I was poking around the output blocks and I saw this print to serial monitor. And it's this hello world thing, which I've seen before with coding. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So this is just an example, or this is a tool for you to output text to the screen of your computer.
Okay, so I put this code in and it says print to serial monitor, hello world with new line. Does that mean that my Arduino is going to suddenly start saying hello world?
It means that if I say, let's start the simulation, and I click down here under serial monitor, you will see it printing hello world.
Oh, that's cool. Why would I ever want to do that?
It could be great if you're trying to tell your user something, but it's also really good in coding if you're trying to figure out what the readings of different things are within your code.
Okay, so like my volume knob, if I was turning that, then I could use this to see what setting it was at?
You could use that to see what the Arduino is reading from it.
Cool.
This also helps with troubleshooting if you think everything's hooked up right, and then, but it turns out that you keep printing a value of 0, it must not be.
I see, so like as a method to debug a program.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so I saw this little thing in the kit. What is this?
The thing I'm holding here?
Yes.
This is called a photoresistor.
Photo, like light.
Yes, photo. So its resistance is affected by the amount of light it receives. And so it acts like the resistor we had in the previous circuit, except that resistance can change.
So if I shine a lot of light on this, then there's not much resistance. And if I shine a little, if it's dark, then there's a ton of resistance.
I believe so.
Okay. And the amount of light, could I use serial monitor to see how much light is going to that photoresistor? Yeah,
so you could turn that amount of light into a number and print it to the screen using serial monitor.
Let's do it. In the last episode, we Googled the circuit, but to find out how it's set up. But Tinkercad also has a lot of circuits that can be used as examples. So when I search for photoresistor, I see the individual photoresistor component here, but I also see this circuit that already has a photoresistor and a breadboard on it. So I'm going to add that circuit to my workspace here. And I'm going to delete this Arduino. When I go to the code for this, it's a different set of code than the one I actually want to use. Basically, I want to have the photoresistor signal to the serial monitor how much light is being received. So I'm going to switch this to block mode, and that's going to clear this code so that I can write my own code. And then this is just the simple blink light, so I'm also going to delete that. Let's see what's going on here. So if I follow the path of electricity, it goes from the power source, then down the rail, through the photoresistor. If I click on the photoresistor, then I can change the amount of light that's going through it.
If you're running the simulation.
If I'm running the simulation. Then it goes out the other end of the photoresistor to this pin A0. Now that A0 is going to be where I read what the value of the photoresistor is.
Right, so like before we use the digital pins, A just means analog. So instead of being on or off, it can now read different values.
Now this LED thing was something related to the other project, so I could delete it just to clear my space here.
Yeah.
And just delete the other wires that are, just to keep everything a little simpler. So I'm deleting everything that was connected to that initial LED and just have my photoresistor here. Now I'm going to try to work through what the code might look like. And I'm looking at an input because I'm going to be shining light on the photoresistor. I'm going to look at the code here, and I want to read from analog pin A0. It's an input because I'm going to be shining light on the photoresistor. But I want this to be shown on the serial monitor, which is an output. So I'm going to print to serial monitor what the photoresistor is, what it's reading. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. This is the problem. Okay, so right now the light intensity on my photoresistor is reading 54, 54, 54. And I can change that by clicking on this light. Now, this would be analogous to like holding up a cell phone light to it. And if I hold the light closer, 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 then ta-da, it's reading a higher number. Could I have this do other things besides put out to the serial monitor?
Yeah, this could be a great output for you determining what pitch or tone could be. It could light a light at varying intensities. It could, it could trigger at a certain number to do something if you want an alarm to go off once the sun comes up.
That's awesome. And I can find all of those things in my components list. Like if I want an alarm, I can use this buzzer and hook that up to one of the outputs so that those are connected. And then all of this I can make in real life by taking this code, going to the blocks and text version, copying it, and pasting it into my Arduino web app.
Yep.
Cool.
I think at this point you got a lot of good tools.
Good luck. We look forward to hearing your instruments. Thanks for watching.